Pokemon Let's Go Eevee and Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu are coming out November 16th, and I guess you already know that, but I decided to make a top 6 list of who you're going to want to import from your Pokemon Go save into the game on Switch itself. The title might not say that, because I wanted to make it shorter, but this is who you're going to want to take from your mobile phone game instead of like actually who you're going to catch. Obviously this is going to be opinionated and you might agree with what I'm saying, but you might love what I'm saying. Also, I'm going to not include legendaries. I'm not including starters like Pikachu, Eevee, Squirtle, Charmander, and Bulbasaur, and their evolutions and whatnot. I also know that there's Mega Evolutions in the game, and I'm not going to include those as well because a lot of Mega Evolutions are cool regardless, so they're not going to be in this list. Number 6 is going to be Ponyta. So you can ride certain select larger Pokemon that are in the trailers. I'm guessing Rapidash would be one that you can ride, but I think it'd be really cool if you could ride Ponyta instead. I know it's not that big, but I don't know, I just think it'd be better. I like Ponyta better than I do Rapidash. It's a pretty decent fire Pokemon, and it would be fun to see that, especially if it was shiny. That'd be cool if you can just see the blue flame Ponyta. That thing's pretty cool. Next on the list is going to be like a wide range of different types, but I think a certain kind of category of this Pokemon would be cool to have. So it's like a Scythe type Pokemon. So we got Kabutops, Scyther, Pinsir sort of, and I would want to put Beedrill in this list because it's got like 2 giant horns and Beedrill's a pretty cool Pokemon. Personally, I think Scyther is one of my favorite Pokemon. It's on the thumbnail and it's pretty cool to have. I think it'd be really cool to have that thing following you around. Nobody would want to mess with you, and Scyther and Kabutops are both really cool Pokemon, especially from the movies, the Celebi movie and the Latias movie. Now this is not in any order, I'm just numbers that I'm saying, but number 4, I guess I'm going 6 to 1, but I don't really say number 1's the best. But number 4 would be Dragonair, which is, I don't know if that might be weird to this list, but I also think it'd be really cool if you can bring your shiny Pokemon over, because I have a few, not very many, but I got a few shiny Pokemon, like Dragonair, I guess you can't bring a Larvitar over, but Dratini, Dragonite, all those like community day Pokemon. I wonder if like when they follow you around, are they actually shiny? Can you see a pink Dragonair? And I'm also really curious of how Dragonair would slither around, because she's a really long Pokemon, so it'd be really funny to see a really long like rope following you around, or she can be like all slithered and hunched up and like moving like a snake, or like I'm just very curious because I know Staryu floats and flies and twirls in the air, which is an interesting way to see it move behind you. So I'm just curious of how they're going to animate Dragonair, so I think it'd be cool to have on your journey. So number 3, I would have to say would be, because we just heard the other day that Alolan variant are going to be able to be in this game, I think Alolan Vulpix would be really cool to have with you. Vulpix itself is cool on its own, but Alolan Vulpix is really cool looking, and Alolan Ninetales is too, but I like the Vulpix better, and I would probably prefer having Vulpix on my head than an Eevee, but that's just me. I would get Pokemon Let's Go Eevee if it was the case of what game I would get, but I think Vulpix would be really cool to have around you, especially if you have Vulpix and Eevee following you around. I think that'd be really cool. And not on this list, but I'm just curious if can you import those like hat Pokemon? I know Pichu cannot be imported because it's Generation 2, but can the Pikachu and Raichus with a Santa Claus hat, a witch hat, the summer hat, the party hat, all of them, can they be imported? I know you can customize Pikachu, I'm just curious if those can be imported as well. Now number 2 is just my personal, like one of my favorite Pokemon for whatever reason from this game. I don't know why, but in Pokemon Go I've been catching a lot of these guys, for like not because they appear a lot, just because I go out and catch them all the time. And I really like how Starter Evolution says his name in the anime, but I think Kingler and Krabby would be really cool to have. I would like to see them walk sideways behind you. I think it'd be really funny to watch behind you. And I don't know, I really like Kingler. Kingler's a cool Pokemon. Number 1 would have to be Gengar. We got to see him in one of the first trailers ever, and he's this big, giant, like fat, lovable Pokemon instead of a scary ghost type it's supposed to be, Ghost Poison. And I have a special connection with Gengar in Pokemon Go because he's one of the first like strong Pokemon I ever caught early in 2016. I caught it coming home from work at like late at night, and I had it on like an iPhone 4, I believe, and the game crashed. I was catching it and I thought I lost catching him, and then I turned it, like I finally got it to load back on because the game wasn't supposed to, like Pokemon Go is not supposed to work with iPhone 4s at all. And when I got it back, I had actually captured it somehow, because when I thrown the ball, that's when the game crashed. So I don't know, I decided it's like a weird thing with Gengar, so I'm definitely going to be bringing that. Anyways, that's my opinionated list. I'm also wanted to say, obviously you're going to want to have Eevee or Pikachu with you, because that's what you start with. I don't know about evolving Eevee, because I don't know, like I doubt like an Vaporeon will sit on your head as the other Pokemon come with you. And I also want to say that there's that special gift that's supposed to happen in Pokemon Go, and I'm sure you can import it to Eevee and Pikachu games. But I wonder if that's going to be similar to that other new Pokemon, Zerora. I don't know how to actually pronounce his name, because he is like a really cool new Pokemon that I actually don't even know. I don't have Ultra Sun and Moon, I just have the original Moon. So I don't know if you can even have him in game. I didn't do research on that. But he's like the coolest looking mythic Pokemon I've seen in a while. He looks very Digimon-like. Anyways, it'd be cool to see something to do around him. I don't know if he can. That'd be cool if he could get in the game too, but I doubt it, because he's like, what, Generation 8 technically? Maybe 7 still. But yeah, that's my opinionated list of who you should want to import into the games for the Switch. Let me know who you want in the game, who you're going to import. If you agree with anybody on my list, it is not in order. I just did it backwards for whatever reason. I guess I do like Gengar and Kingler a lot, but I like Dragonair and Vulpix almost equally as much. So yeah, let me know.